Hello everyone, it's the Alchemical Crafter here. Today I'm going to work in my daily journal, which you guys haven't been seeing a lot lately because I've been doing an experiment, just kind of keeping it to myself. See, I've done a lot in it. This is a May and June so far. And I was just flipping through some stuff trying to look for some inspiration, and I came across this picture, and I absolutely love this picture. And I just want to make it a focal point in my page. It has meaning to me, but y'all don't need to know that. We're just going to make a pretty page. But I decided this is the end of June. It's already July, but I thought what this page is about kind of goes into June. But I thought this is really, I think I'm going to do all of this even up to here. Put this here and do some background all the way over to here. So let's get to it. But in the background, I've been doing a mini journal with a bunch of torn pages, and so I was flipping through the pages, and I found all these news pages, and I'm just going to kind of make these the background. I'm going to tear them up and make a nice little collage thing. Happy days. Sure, right? But anyway, let's get to it. And I'm going to be using Vintage Photo today. This journal's theme is, I guess if it had any theme, would be bees, but that's not what this page is about. The theme is also summer. And obviously, it's a daily journal, so it's about what's going on in my life. But the reason I decided to keep this journal to myself was because I'm not vibing with the way I initially planned on doing this. Next year, I have a completely different plan for my, what I'm going to call now, daily journal. It's not what I'm going to call it next year, but I think the purpose it serves is great. I've completely ruined my glue here. I need to get a stainless steel pin to stick in there. But, I can't journal every day. I just can't. I've got too much, well, not too much going on in my life, but just, I got other priorities as well, you know? This is not my job. This is my relaxation time. And I just like sharing it with you because so many of you do some amazing things. And I just wanted to share with you guys what I do, because the way we feed off of each other in this is just, it helps so much. It was the end of today's the end of a holiday here. Well, yesterday. It's still the holiday weekend. It's July 4th was yesterday, which means nothing to the rest of the world, but it's a day off for us, so that's, oh, whoop, dang it, I'm talking and I'm not paying attention. Well, at least I caught it before I put it down, right? So I got an extra day this weekend. I don't really have a specific purpose for these pages other than I picked ones that were like telling things about what's going on in real life. Not real life, it's back in the, I mean, it was real life, it was back in the day, but I thought it symbolized the daily journey a little bit. I love making collages. I don't think my journal, I think you can only see my journal glued. No deposit. Let's just do this one. Yeah, let's do it this way. Nothing says I have to completely cover up my background. It is, after all, not a white page. It does have some character to it. So we'll see how that goes. I'll tell you right now, I don't like the lines, so I'm going to have to do something with the lines. Not going to glue that down yet because I'm going to see what else I can do. Is that from that page? It was not. Okay, good. Been doing a little miniature journal. If y'all watch my stuff, you've been keeping up on that. Thought about doing something in my daily journal about that, but which is where I started. But then I came across this picture. I was like, okay, that's not bad, but you can do something there. Journals don't always have to be about sometimes, about anything specific. They just have to be about something that matters to you individually and just gives you a way to express your art. And my sisters are like I have no art. That's what they say about themselves. I don't know what they say about me. They keep it to themselves, I'm sure. And I'm like, I was like, you think I have talent? No, I just enjoy doing this, and kind of like that, and that's going to be actually covering. I think maybe not enough down there. Let's do this one. I kind of like that. I thought I already did. Oh, because I did this side. Glad my glue's working again. It was being a very stubborn little thing for a couple of weeks, and took a lot of cleaning out to get it fixed. Happy days, that just makes me think of, you know, anytime anybody asks my husband how he's doing, he's like, just living the dream, man. In a very sarcastic manner. And that's just that's what that makes me think of. Okay, she's very cute. Do I want to frame her? Do I have anything to frame her with? I have that. Which I love, but I'd have to cut probably some of the sky off to do that. Let me ink this up and see if I still like it. This is just it's technically a gel print, but it was a cleaning tool. I was cleaning the plate. There's not a lot of character to this, but you can see the words behind it, so that makes it kind of cool. Okay, set that one aside. So I went through some of my gel prints. Here's another one. It's a little bigger, and I wouldn't have to cut the picture at all. And I just have to cut the page around it a little bit. And that matches the sky really nicely. So if I inked her up, cut that out. I think that's the one I'm going to go with. Yeah, nothing really great on the back. But I also have this one, which would bring the green out. I think it's too colorful for this page. It's a bunch of newsprint, which I think is a problem with a lot of these. Yeah, that clashes. Maybe a sunny one, but yeah, that doesn't go with her at all. I think the first one. Yep. We're gonna go with that. We're gonna go with that one. Okay, and where's she? She's right here. Yeah, just gives her a little accent. So let's make sure we can see the sky. Definition. Incorrect. Do you guys have bucket list, specific bucket list. I don't really have specific ones, but one of the things I've always wanted to do my entire life is to go overseas to some of the museums that have a bunch of these old painters stuff. I had the unique opportunity in high school when I took Spanish class of a teacher that studied abroad, and so she spent an entire, I think, almost a month, definitely 2 weeks, studying about art. And it seemed unique because it was Spanish class. It wasn't art or history or anything like that. But she was just teaching us history about another culture through the art. And so that's how I was introduced to a lot of artists. It's hurt a little bit. Over the years, I mean, that was my introduction way back then. And so that's how I noticed certain artists. I'm curious how other people have gotten their introduction into art. Was it through school? Was it through a weird class in school that didn't seem to match? I just find that unique. And I'm forever grateful to her. So first let's glue this onto that. And then we'll glue everything onto the back. I was looking for cattails recently. This makes me think of that, even though it's not in the water, but and I was looking online trying to find something with some cattail ephemera, and I could not find any. I don't think I cut this extremely accurate, but you know, I don't care. So when the yellow brings out the grass. So the blue brings out the sky, and the yellow brings out the grass. And no matter what goes on the news, we still gotta work. We gotta do our daily chores. World continues, hopefully. That's what we ought to all be grateful for, no matter what's going on in the world. We gotta make the best of it. Okay. So she's there. I'm wondering what I want to do to add over here. Nope, we're just going to do the flower. Okay. I've made a decision. I think, see that? It seems like a different line. I think I'm going to cut that out. Yeah, that goes better. I guess this could symbolize there's watchers and there's doers. I don't need all of this. I really only need this. This is a very silky page. Oops. This is a very horrible little flower, but he fits perfectly for the into the location I need, and he's falling apart, so I need to glue him. I basically glued a bunch of book pages together, did a little drawing on him, and cut out the drawing, and he has some depth that way. Okay, so I liked this. We have that A Lonely World. I think I like them on that side, and the flowers coming off on this side, so it follows the page as well. Okay, let's do that. All I need to see here is the daily life. Flower's just going to be on top. Let's do, because we can. Did you ever put things somewhere and you go back to find them later and they're not there? That happens a little bit too much for me lately. I pulled some thread off recently and I pulled too much, so I set the excess aside, and lo and behold, I think I'm going to put that. Will that work best behind the flower? Will that work best behind these guys up here, since it's a lot of white? I think it's going to work best up there. Let's glue this down. Now, where did I put it? See? Oh, there it is. It's on the black. I am horrible. And he's kind of floating, so Well, I don't know why this didn't glue down the first time, but I'm glad it didn't, because the layers need to glue down too. So this is why, exactly why I rarely use glue stick, because I think I did this with glue stick, and glue stick just doesn't hold well enough over a period of time. But I thought I would try it. And will I do that again? Nope. So, yep. That is my page today. Little lady working in the field. All this news happening around her, but somebody's got to keep the work going. And I glued this to the other page. Somebody still got to do the job. So thank you so much for watching. Hope you guys have a great day, and I will see you next time.